Minister Piyush Goyal delivered a very strong message on Friday, suggesting the country won't bow down to tariffs as a weapon. He said the country won't rush into trade deals and instead reject any restrictive conditions for an agreement. India is currently negotiating a long-pending free trade agreement with the European Union. Currently, the major differences are over market access, environmental standards, and rules of origin. The country is also negotiating a deal with the United States, which has imposed 50% tariffs on Indian exports. Trade discussions with several other countries are also underway.
We're in active dialogue with the EU. If we get a fair deal, if we get an equitable and a balanced deal, maybe that'll happen. And we're talking to the United States, of course, but we don't do deals in a hurry. And we don't do deals with deadlines or with a gun on our head.
While India faces high U.S. tariffs, Goyal said that the country will avoid any hasty trade agreements. He said India will instead focus on long-term economic benefits as well as trust building. The trade minister highlighted that the country will not rush into signing any trade agreements. Taking a jibe at the U.S. and the EU, he warned that India will reject conditions from partner countries that restricts its trading choices. Speaking at the Berlin Global Dialogue during an official visit, the minister underscored that trade deals are not merely about tariffs or even market access. He said agreements should be about building trust, long-term relationships, and creating sustainable frameworks for global business cooperation. He said, quote, "We shouldn't be looking at trade or trade deals in a very short-term context. It's not about what's going to happen in the next 6 months. Trade deals are for a longer duration. Trade deals are not only about tariffs. It is not only about access to goods or services. It is also about trust. It is also about relationships." The EU, UK, and the US are pressuring New Delhi to scale back imports of discounted Russian crude. The Western nations have argued that India's imports help fund Moscow's war efforts in Ukraine. India has stood its ground and also shown the West's double standard for their trade ties with Russia. India has also long defended its energy purchases as essential for ensuring affordable supplies as well as Indian energy security. But with new U.S. sanctions on two major Russian producers, what happens next is yet to be seen.